In this video, we'll cover the latest updates and news for Amazon FBA sellers. One will be the huge amount of new sellers that joined the program in 2021. Another topic, which is a new lawsuit against Amazon that could really change the game for us as Amazon FBA sellers, and more topics, so make sure that you watch the entire video. Hi, this is Tomer from sourcingmonster.com, where I share updates, videos, and tutorials about Amazon FBA. I'm a 7-figure seller, and all the information and videos that I share with you is totally free. I'm not trying to sell you anything here on the channel. Now, as we go through the video, if you find value in it, make sure you give me a thumbs up and you also subscribe to the channel. And all links for everything I'm going to mention in this video will be down below in the description section for you. Alrighty, so the first topic would be the huge amount of new sellers that joined in 2021. So by the way, for every topic here I did put credit here, so if you check it further you can go to that website directly. There are a couple of sources for this: Business Insider and Tech Radar. So Amazon Online Marketplace is continuing to enjoy huge growth with 295,000 new sellers added to its e-commerce outlet in just the first few months of 2021. This is crazy. The data collected by marketplace polls up to March 2021 is equivalent to 3734 new third-party sellers becoming a part of Amazon Marketplace every day, 155 per hour. That's a lot. By the end of 2021, Amazon Marketplace has the potential to have added around 1.4 million additional online businesses to the figure, according to projections created from the data. A total of 26% of those new sellers are in the United States, while 10.1% are located in India. That's a huge amount of new sellers. So what can it tell us? It can tell us that more and more people, we see this trend in the last few years of more and more sellers, more competition. But as you if you follow my videos, you know that it's not really something I consider. It's not something I'm scared of. I actually think that, yeah, in maybe 5 or 10 years it will be very hard to, start selling on Amazon. Not impossible, but it's still, you have huge opportunity to bring new markets to the market and succeed. A new lawsuit could really change the how Amazon doing business with third-party sellers, according to Business Insider. So I'll read this because that's really important topic that affected me as well. One of my brands, which is in the toys category, suddenly all my items, they wanted lab tests for all of them. Each lab test cost like $300 to $500, and some of them will require 2 tests. So suddenly all the items, they're shut down, and I cannot really sell them until I get the certificate. So only 2 items I was able to recover, and now I'm in the process of getting the lab tests for those products. But I'll read it to you so you're aware of how things are going on right now, and what is the direction that Amazon could take in the future. Amazon e-commerce empire relies on third-party sellers, but the company has long held that it's not responsible when products from these independent merchants turn up to be counterfeit, defective, or even dangerous. But a brewing lawsuit may change all of that and alter how Amazon and other e-commerce players do business forever. Plaintiff and Texas resident Morgan McMillan's a 19-month-old daughter swallowed a battery to a remote control purchased on Amazon from a seller called USA Shopping 7693. The baby was severely injured, but the Chinese-based seller or company couldn't be found. McLean sued Amazon in Texas, even though the company has argued that it isn't technically the merchant of the remote. Insider spoke with attorney and former Texas appellate justice John Brewing, who is litigated product liability cases. He said that in the past, Amazon has trended to settle many cases before they get too far. Amazon declined to comment on the case. If I were a betting man, I probably give the edge to Amazon, but it's a very real possibility given our case law that the ruling could. So basically, I think Amazon either will force sellers to provide the outside the US kind of an third liability insurance, or something that could really hold those Chinese sellers liable, because it gives them a lot of advantage. They can sell like garbage, but no one will actually come after them, you know? So it's either Amazon will be responsible for them, which I doubt it, or they will be very strict with it. Now, it doesn't really apply to us. What applies that we are located in the US, and if that was your case, that you will say a remote controller that has some issue with, with severely injury or something like that, defective or dangerous to customers, they can come after you. They can lawsue you. So make sure first of all that you have a product liability insurance, and second of all, make sure that all your items have their compliance. They have all certificates needed. They had all the tests needed. I'm not doing it also, but right now that I see the direction where Amazon is going to, and since it's dangerous, you sell products to a lot of customers, I definitely going to this direction. I hired someone for compliance, and we're going to roll all these certificates and tests. So this is something that, it's bad, but you look at it from a good, I look at it from a good point of view, that now it will force me to be really like testing the products and bring to the market, and being more thoughtful and testing things before I introduce them to new customers. Amazon introduced returnless replacement. So there was a topic here that was created on Seller Central forums. It doesn't allow me to open it on this browser because I'm logged in a different browser to Seller Central, but I'll read it to you. So, free replacements versus returnless refunds. The returnless refund program is not new. The free replacement program is new. Beginning April 15, a buyer who received an item damaged, defective, or different from what was ordered may request a refund or a replacement. Amazon will issue a zero value replacement order along with a shipping label only if you have the same item in stock and in the same condition as the item in the original order. If for some reason you do not want to fulfill the replacement order, you may cancel it. Yes, canceling will affect your cancellation rate. If you have elected a returnless refund for one of your SKUs, note you have to opt in for this. The buyer received the item damaged, defective, or different from what was ordered, then the buyer will be offered a returnless refund or returnless replacement. This is not good news for us as sellers, because what will happen now that any customer technically they could lie, order from you something, let's say this deck of cards, and I don't know, for some reason they just want to really abuse the system and they will say that it's defective. So what happened now? Amazon will either give them a free replacement without them returning it, it, which is this one, the free replacement. Um, and if you opt in to the returnless refunds, what will happen is that they will issue a refund without the customer returning it. So that's very bad news for us, and more work with reimbursement. As you know, I have a couple of videos on the channel covering this specific topic, which I'll put them in the description below. Limited time offer of free VAT. I'm not gonna read all of this and all the terms, but just so you know, you have this option if you're planning to sell on Europe. I did show in the previous video on how to apply to VAT, how to expand to Europe, on specifically that I used their promotion that they had back then, but they have it again, okay? Melting temperature attribute will soon be required step for ASINs. So, this is also from Seller Central forums, but basically the melting temperature, let's say you sell any item, they need to know the melting temperature. Why? Because they need to know how to storage it, how to store your item. And I guess that they had many issues with it in their warehouses, that they are going to force you put this before you create a shipping plan, knowing that having this data and then forcing it as a required field, they can know, okay, this item melting temperature is above 100 degrees, and therefore we need to put it in a special location or special warehouse and charge you more maybe. So basically, uh, that's something new that could really shouldn't really be a big deal, but it's another layer of data that you have to get for your product. and it's something that you will create another step here. All you need to know about the new Amazon product documents, that's from Helium 10. And basically now Amazon let's read it. So brand owners can now upload product documents like installation manuals, compatibility guides, and troubleshooting guides, so that they will be available to customers on the product detail page. So this is a new thing, but I did had a kind of a turnaround to really have this like for 3 years already. So usually what I do is I upload it as a certification, but now they're actually allowing you to do it just like that. So if you have a ebook, if you have a manual, if you have anything like that, you can include it, and it should be showing kind of here. I don't have an example other than my listing, which I'm not gonna show here, but it's an addition. And just so you know, you have this feature. So that's up for the this weekly news. And I hope that I kept you up to date and knowing all these new things and changes that occurring in the Amazon FBA space. Please like this video. If you didn't subscribe, also subscribe to the channel. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.